Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZLN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the LA Clippers tonight. Now, guys, I am feeling a bit under the weather at this moment. I have a sore throat and everything, but it did not stop me from going live to talk about the Lakers finally beating the LA Clippers, breaking the cursed streak that the Lakers were for some reason every single season they face the LA Clippers, but for some reason they can't get a win over them. And people were saying that the LA Clippers are a better team than the Lakers and all that, but that does not stop the fact that no matter what happens in the sport of basketball in LA, Lakers is a Lakers town. So, it's a Lakers town. It's anytime you think about basketball in LA, you think about the Lakers. And the Lakers did it tonight. They beat the LA Clippers 130 to 125 in overtime with the dominance of LeBron, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, and we can make the argument. I know some of you maybe, including myself, I was a bit disappointed by the first half performance of of Austin Reaves, but he made all that up for me, in my opinion, in the second half, especially in overtime. So, and we have to give a lot of credit to Cam Reddish, and surprised. I mean, even through all the odds, with the Lakers being shorthanded, no Torian Prince, no Rui Hachimura, no Gabe Vincent, even still no Jared Vanderbilt. I mean, Jalen Hood too. I mean, those guys were out, but the Lakers still managed to beat one of the toughest teams in the NBA in the LA Clippers, who always, every single matchup, the Lakers always lose to the LA Clippers, the little brother in LA. And for some reason, tonight, the Lakers beat all the odds. And just seeing Rabbit's comment now, Lakers win, the Lakers win. Absolutely, they won. And it was magical. It was magical to watch. And, the Lakers had their Mamba mentality and they really went all at it when it came down to the LA Clippers tonight. They, yeah, I just saw your comment now, Rabbit. Absolutely. Lakers outscored the Clippers 17-4 with LeBron on the bench. Yeah, that's what I love to see. Other Lakers on the team stepping up to the plate instead of having LeBron always coming to the rescue to win you games. I mean, that's just amazing how players like Austin Reaves, who stepped up in the second half with the crossover against, I believe it was Norman Powell. So yeah, I mean that crossover was just amazing to watch, and I think most people were just disappointed how bad in the first half he played, but he made that up for us in the second half with those crossovers, with that crossover, and just shooting and just defending. And, even we have to make the argument as well that, it's the Clippers' fault as well when it came down to them losing their this game against the Lakers as well because of the fouls they were making. I mean, even in overtime, Paul George got fouled out. And then Norman Powell got fouled out with, I believe, 1 minute left remaining in overtime. So it was just amazing. The Lakers took all the advantage in the world to step up out there tonight against the LA Clippers tonight. And now the Lakers are above 500 heading into still going into this NBA season. Still the start of the season, but I think the Lakers could rest assured for the next couple of days. They can rest up, practice, and just be ready for Orlando. I believe on Saturday, I believe. So that will be another matchup that the Lakers could potentially get a win, maybe an easy one instead of just surviving another win against the Orlando Magic. So let's hope for that. But I am what a night. What a night. I'm going to sleep happy tonight. I'm like I said from the beginning, I am dealing with a cold, sore throat, but I'm trying so hard to maybe not. talk too loud so I can not lose my voice. But it was just such a great game. It's a great game out there for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I went 5 minutes already. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this live stream and please comment in this live stream so I will display your comments and give my opinions and my thoughts about what you have to say about the Lakers versus the Clippers tonight, and what went good, what went wrong, and I'll get all to the stat lines in just a bit. But make sure, guys, to just follow me all across social media. I really appreciate it on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, even TikTok as well. So please follow me all across social media and please hit that notification bell so you'll be in the know of when I go live every single Lakers post game show analysis. So on YouTube. So ZLN Lakers post game show on YouTube. So please be sure to do so. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's talk about the Lakers win, finally beating the LA Clippers, breaking the streak that as you saw the headline here, Lakers end streak versus Clippers. It was something that I had to say going into this game with the reports that were coming in with players being out, and just in the final minutes into the game, before the game started, we heard that Torian Prince is out due to having soreness during a warm up. So that was according to Dave McMenamin of ESPN. So with his reporting, it was a bit of a shocker. I mean, at the last minute, when we were just about to start the game, we hear Torian Prince is dealing with some soreness in his, I believe it was ankle or something. I'm not sure where it was, but he had to be sat out because of it. It was just unfortunate, but surprisingly, the Lakers had to do what they had to do, see who was available, who will step up in the starting lineup, and it was Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish also stepped up in a big way as well, and due to just having 8-man rotation because of the lack of short-handed players on the Lakers matchup tonight against the Clippers, there was questions. We were going to say, are the Lakers going to win it, or are they going to, lose it? And it really seemed like they were going to head in that direction. But the Lakers silenced all the odds, silenced all the doubters, and proved us wrong. I was really wrong with this one. The Lakers really stepped up to the plate, especially in the second half, and got the win in overtime. So let's get into the Lakers stat line of the team stat line. Unfortunately, I can't show it to you guys because it's just a whole maneuvering of just you know switching pages and all that. But I can just read it off my phone from the team stats from both sides. Obviously, when it came down to the field goal percentages, the Lakers shot 51% from the field to the Clippers 47%. So the Lakers were the better field goal percentage team, and it really showed as well. I mean, just a couple of times the Lakers were just any given moment they just attacked the rim and give up layups, dunks, and especially from LeBron, who had a monstrous performance, and I'll get to his performance out there tonight. But when it came down to the threes, obviously it goes to the Clippers. They scored around 41% from the three to the Lakers 34. You can just tell with the lack of players that the Lakers were missing. You can just tell, especially from our shooter, from Torian Prince, who he is our shooter on this team. So it was just destined the Lakers were not going to shoot very well in this matchup against um, the LA Clippers. So with that being said, I mean the Clippers were just a better shooting team out there tonight. But when it came down to the free throws they were very critical for the Lakers to win it in this game tonight. As you can tell, of the Lakers shot as a whole, they shot around 75% from the free throw line to the Clippers 63. So Lakers took all the advantage because of the fouls of the LA Clippers who were committing in the game, especially from Paul George and what's his name? Man, Norman Powell, because both of those guys got fouled out in overtime, and just seeing the others from Russell Westbrook, who had 5 fouls, and Zubac with 5 fouls as well, and PJ Tucker with 4, and he was part of that trade for James Harden. And thank goodness for the Lakers, James Harden did not play in this game, so it was a bit obvious that with the lack of players that the LA Clippers were lacking, with no James Harden's debut and no Terrence Mann, tells you that this Lakers should took all the advantage in the world of just try to win this game, and that's what they did tonight. Absolutely, and it was just sensational to watch. But obviously, the free throws were very important for the Los Angeles Lakers in that particular instance. So, just great job from the Lakers there. Assist wise, 28 to the 2022 to the Clippers, to the Lakers 28 in assists. Rebounding, the Lakers out rebounded the Clippers with 51 to the Clippers 46. It was good rebounding from the Los Angeles Lakers as well, especially in the second half. Steals, it goes to the Clippers with 12, but the Lakers not bad. They had 10, so it was pretty impressive on their part there. But defense, defense was very important for the Lakers as well in this game tonight against the LA Clippers. I mean, very great performance all around from the Lakers standpoint, especially for them making 9 blocks a game to in this game tonight, with the Clippers making 1. So the Lakers were the better defensive team in this particular instance, especially in the second half, where they just came out of nowhere, just fighting their way back after being going back to Rabbit's uh, comment here. I mean, the Lakers outscored the Clippers 17-4 with LeBron on the bench. So most of the efforts came from our Lakers players. I mean, LeBron was sitting out, and I think at one point Anthony Davis was sitting out at the same time, but I'm not sure if it was. I think he was. They probably just took turns. I'm probably thinking about the Orlando Magic game where we saw LeBron and Anthony Davis sitting on the bench at the same time, which is obviously good because I think Darvin Ham is giving more faith to the rest of the players to step up in their roles and have our star players rest. So, and that's the most important thing that I want to see throughout the season. Having LeBron sit out, rest a bit, and even Anthony Davis at times, so we can obviously have them be healthy, ready to go to come back into the game. And that's what I'm hoping to see moving forward from Austin Reaves, um, from D'Angelo Russell, and even at one point, once his return with Torian Prince, and just the rest of the crew. I really want all of them to step up and manage the game as possible, as great as possible as they can. So that's my hope for sure going into this NBA season after this win tonight against the LA Clippers. But let's talk about the team, the player stats. The player stats was just sensational to watch, especially from LeBron James, who led the Lakers tonight in scoring. He scored 35 points in his 21st season in the NBA. I mean, talk about the encouragement and the type of motivation that he had in this game tonight against the LA Clippers. He wanted to win it so badly. He wanted to break the streak. He was hearing all the noise and the criticisms, and just the idea that because of the trade that went down a couple of days ago for James Harden, the Lakers and LeBron just wanted to say, you know what, with James Harden on your team, we will still beat you. And that's what happened in this game tonight. Even though James Harden did not play, I mean, that's obvious. But they're trying to prove a point that no matter how bulk up you guys put in your starting lineups and or anything, just trying to compete in the West, make no mistake, we are still a threat in the Western Conference as well with you in it. So that's what we saw tonight with LeBron, Anthony Davis, and D'Angelo Russell and Cam Reddish, and all of those guys, Austin Reaves as well. I mean, the Lakers were just motivated to win this game. They had the Mamba mentality going into this game as well, especially in the second half. So just a great performance from LeBron James. Played for 42 minutes, but I think he when it came down to it, he really wanted to be in this game when it came down to it. So across the board, and he really showed up in this game tonight. So 35 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 blocks a game, 1 steal, went 13 of 19, and went 4 of 8 from the three. And most of those threes were really critical to the Lakers winning tonight, and especially in overtime. So just a great performance. Great job out there for LeBron James with 35 points. Anthony Davis continuously showing his greatness. I mean, since he heard the critics and, he was disappointed of his performance in the first game of the regular season against the Denver Nuggets, which, by the way, they lost, today against I believe it was against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So they got their first loss in the season. But I just want to put that out there. But, obviously, Anthony Davis was hearing the critics and did not tolerate it whatsoever. So he wanted to prove all the doubters wrong and continuing to show his greatness. 27 points, had 4 blocks out there tonight, and most of those blocks came from Anthony Davis, with the majority of it. So just great job from his part. 2 steals, 10 rebounds, and obviously going 10 of 18 from the field. And he was just all over the place as well. I mean, he was dominating on the defensive side of the ball, any chance that he gets. So it was just a great performance overall for Anthony Davis. So great job out there for him. Cam Reddish starting for the first time this season for the Los Angeles Lakers. He had a great performance out there tonight, defensively as well. Especially, he was the showstopper. He was a showstopper against Kawhi Leonard. I mean, you could just tell across the game. I mean, he was just across the whole game. I mean, he was just all over the place, guarding Kawhi Leonard any chance that he get, and he just really stepped up to the plate defensively. Had 8 points. And 4 rebounds, went 2 of 7 from the field, shot 1 3 to his 5 attempts. And I believe he had 1 block and 3 steals. So defensively, he was there, and especially guarding. He basically doing the same thing what he did to Kevin Durant. I mean, Darvin Ham is really giving giving the keys to Cam Reddish to guard one of the top players in this league. And he did it with Kevin Durant, and now he's doing it against Kawhi Leonard, who surprisingly had a really good performance for his part for the LA Clippers, had 38 points, went 5 of 11 from the three. So very impressive there, and had 2 steals and 6 rebounds out there tonight. So, and Paul George had 35 points, went 6 of 9 from the three. So, like I said, the shooting goes to the LA Clippers when it came down to this matchup tonight. I mean, they were just shooting left and right, especially from Paul George's end. So, just a great job out there for those guys. I mean, obviously for being good shooters out there, but it just wasn't enough from the dominance of Los Angeles Lakers to win it all tonight in overtime against them. So finally breaking the streak. So just a great job, great effort from LeBron James and Anthony Davis out there, and the rest of the crew out there. But Cam Reddish stepped up to the plate in defensive mode. So great job out there for him. And like I said, I mean, the Lakers are without Torian Prince, and as you can see in front of you, it was a coaching decision. He was dealing a sore left ankle, so it was during warm-up, surprisingly. So it was just the last minute. We all heard it from Dave McMenamin of ESPN, and it was a shocker to all of us. And in that moment, I felt that the Lakers were going to lose this game against the LA Clippers, but they proved me wrong, and all the Laker fans when it came down to it. So. Cam Reddish stepped up to the plate, starting for the Los Angeles Lakers, and really showing his mark after being rejected every team that he was on, and finally finding some opportunities now with Los Angeles Lakers, and it's showing. It's really showing. So great job out there for Cam Reddish. I hope he takes the advantage right now, and by the time we hear about the updates for injuries regarding Torian Prince and Kem. No, no, excuse me. Torian Prince, and then Rui Hachimura, who's dealing with an eye contusion, and I believe you know what's his name. His name escapes me at the moment. I just it was the tip of my tongue. Vando. My apologies, guys. Yeah, Vando is still out due to his own injury that he suffered during the preseason. But it seems that we might have another evaluation for him maybe next week. So that's a possibility that we will hear about for sure. But and also Gabe Vincent, who's still dealing with injuries as well. So a speedy recovery for all of our players, especially Torian Prince, who is the soul of for the team when it comes down to his shooting. I mean, he's our shooter on this team, and that's why he deserved to be the starter for the Los Angeles Lakers. So just a great night for Cam Reddish, and hopefully he continues to take this advantage and you know that Darvin Ham has given him, and I hope he thrives with the Los Angeles Lakers. So, just a great night for him. D'Angelo Russell also had a great night as well. 27 points out there tonight, and had two rebounds out there. And he went 3 of 7 from the three, and went 10 of 19 from the field. So this is something that we were waiting for to see from D'Angelo Russell. I mean, he had a pretty bad start from the beginning of the NBA season. But obviously, his great performance against the Orlando Magic was a turning point that we were hoping to see, and this one actually sealed it. And hopefully, he continues this trend because when he goes scoring like this and shooting the way that he does, it really helps out the Lakers when it comes down to for him being the third option on the team. And when LeBron and Anthony Davis are resting or sitting out, for just to rest. We need guys like D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reaves and Christian Wood and even Torian Prince and Rui Hachimura. Those guys needing to step up for our players. And just going back to what Rabbit had to say. I mean, I'll get to your recent comment, Rabbit, just a bit, but just going back to his question, it was a really good question that he put up or answer really. Lakers outscored the Clippers 17-4 with LeBron on the bench. So this is very important that Laker fans and even the players need to realize that this is our moment. We need to step up when LeBron is sitting out. We need to step up when Anthony Davis is sitting out. So this was a moment during the game where the Lakers needed to take the advantage and just score or just play better defense or elite defense against the top teams. And that's what they did tonight. And it really went very well. And I hope to see more from that after this win. And hopefully it starts that way going into this NBA season. Just going to this comment here from Rabbit. 5 players in double figures. Kem was a basket away from being the sixth. Oh, really? Okay, so yeah, if he would have scored another point, I think he would have been part of that for sure. So thank you for that, Rabbit, for mentioning that. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, the Lakers overall, really, they all scored very well out there tonight. Great performances overall for um, our players out there tonight. So, but D'Angelo Russell had a really great performance against the LA Clippers tonight. So great job for him. Austin Reaves, let's talk about him just a bit. When it came down to it, I have to say his first half performance was atrocious. It was a bad performance in the first half on his part there. Just seeing not a lot of effort on his part, especially his shooting. And as you can see the results, he had a really bad shooting night. I mean, he went 0 of 3 from the three, and he's well known for averaging around like 2 of 6 or 3 of 6 from the three. And he's pretty decent shooter for the Lakers at times. I mean, I have to say he's probably second behind you know uh, Torian Prince, who's our shooter of on this team. So it kind of shows you that it was a bit disheartening to watch that Austin Reeves was having a bad shooting night. Since the start of the season now, and even a bad performance overall since the start of the season. And just seeing that from the first half was disappointing, but he made all that up for me. I have to say. When it came down to it, his performance in the second half was sensational, especially his crossover performance against against um, I keep forgetting his name. It's Norman Powell. My fault, guys. Norman Powell was, was the opponent that Austin Reeves was crossing over, and he basically broke his ankle. So it was a really good performance on that part, putting on a show for Laker fans, and really showed out there tonight. And just judging by this win, the Lakers are now 3-0 at home. So that tells you when they play home, they really step up to the plate, and it really showed out there tonight. So just great job out there for Austin Reeves with his great crossover against Norman Powell, and just all across the board when it came down to the second half and the fourth, going into the overtime game. He stepped up to the plate, helping LeBron out, giving him lobs, and just all across the board was helping the Lakers win any chance that they get. And it really showed. Had 15 points out there, had 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and just and 3 steals out there tonight. I think he tied with Cam Reddish with steals out there tonight. So just a great job out there in the second half for Austin Reeves. I just hope after this performance he just starts to let it up, because once he does, I mean, he is just a whole different type of player, and it's just the confidence. I'm not sure if it's just his confidence is wearing down or anything, but I just hope that he really shows up and just steps up after this win tonight against the LA Clippers. So let's just hope for that. Let's just hope for that for sure. So just great job out there for Austin Reeves in the second half. It's just, just great performance there. Christian Wood, he was our sixth man coming off the bench. And he really needed to get the minutes out there tonight as much as he can, because due to the lack of players on the team, like I mentioned, Torian Prince and Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, those 3 guys were out tonight. We already know about this situation with Vando. He's going to get reevaluated for sure, I believe, next week. So that is a possibility that we will see about the potential return for him. And I think he's dealing with a heel injury, something like that, bursitis, something like that. It's part of the heel bursitis. So, I just hope that he returns very soon, because he is the big focal point of the team defensively. So let's just hope for his return. It will be for the better for the Lakers on the defensive side of the ball. So let's just hope. But obviously, Lakers were shorthanded, and Christian Wood needed to step up after tonight. Played for 29 minutes, had 10 points, had 1 block, 1 steal, 11 rebounds out there tonight. He was like the second player to average in rebounding, with LeBron averaging 12 and Anthony Davis 10. So, he was really helpful for the Lakers with those rebounds, and shot 2 of 4 from the three. So that tells you his shooting is really helping the Lakers. I mean, that was the whole point of signing him, and like almost the end of the off season, where the Lakers were about to enter, preseason or training camp, excuse me, and they needed to fill in that 14th roster spot, and they did so with Christian Wood. And it's obviously working out, because his shooting is a big help for the Lakers, and defense as well, especially for a guy who can average around 10 to 12 points a game. I mean, that just tells you that it's really helpful to have, especially his shooting and defense. So let's just hope that he continues this trend. And we also notice, if you really noticed in the lineups, Darvin Ham is really choosing his lineups very well. He mentioned a couple of days ago when we lost against a heartbreaking loss against the Sacramento Kings. He mentioned that he wants to make changes to his rotation for the better, and it's really showing for these past couple of games now, especially in this matchup against the LA Clippers, where we were shorthanded. He needed to obviously give the minutes to the players that really deserved it. And Christian Wood is deserving of it. And at one point, even Rui Hachimura, but due to his injury, I hope he still gets it. But it's just those two players are the main focal point for the second unit to step up at times. So I'm just glad that Darvingham is taking his rotation seriously, and it's really showing out there tonight. So, great job out there for Christian Wood. Uh, Jackson Hayes, he had a all right performance. He had 3 points out there, had one block, two rebounds out there tonight. I think more than anything, his presence was out there. I mean, you can just tell from his defensive side. You can just tell that he is really needed at times defensively, and it really worked out. I mean, it really helped out the Lakers at times when it came down to it. But you know, all, I think most of the dominance for the second unit came from Christian Wood. But let's just hope that we see more athleticism and defensive side of the ball from Jackson Hayes going into the season more often. Just take the ease off of Anthony Davis in any matchup that they face. So let's just hope for that for sure. But finally, we get to see in his debut in the NBA season in uh, Max Christie, and I think the reason that he played tonight was the lack of players. No Torian Prince and no Rui Hachimura, no Gabe Vincent. That just tells you that Darvin Ham needed to add on some fresh bodies, and that's what he did tonight for Max Christie, who had an okay performance, had 5 points, had 3 rebounds, but he was a big help for the Lakers, especially in the second half, going into the third quarter. So with that, I mean, it was just a really uh, okay performance for Max Christie, who debuted with the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Clippers tonight, or in the NBA. Since I'm not sure if he was in the doghouse or Darvin Ham. I'm not sure what he did to Darvin Ham for him to not get the opportunities that we expected going into the NBA season. I mean, we really thought that he was going to be the backup shooting guard behind Austin Reaves, and obviously with a new role, there's a lot of expectations around him being a really good, reliable player coming off the bench. But for some reason, it hasn't been the case, and it's been Cam Reddish who obviously took his role on the team. And obviously, it's been working. I mean, Cam Reddish has been stepping up for the Lakers at times, especially off the bench and defensively and guarding, top players like Kevin Durant and now with Kawhi Leonard. So it really shows you that his defense is a big help for the team. And I guess Max Christie is not showing better defense side of the ball. I mean, I'm not sure, but for some reason he's been in the doghouse for since the start of the season, and it's just I'm not sure what's going on in that. But it's I don't know. It's just hopefully he gets some opportunities to step up for the Lakers, but we just have to wait and see. But obviously, injuries played a big role for him to up his role on the team. So it was just pretty obvious there. But overall, guys, I mean, it was just a great performance from the Los Angeles Lakers. It was very good, sensational from the Lakers tonight. We end the streak versus the LA Clippers tonight, and it was just a long time coming. I'm not sure if the Lakers were following the Denver Broncos routine or something, because it obviously really worked out. Because the Lakers saw what the Broncos did against Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, if those of you who don't know, I'm a Denver Broncos fan. I grew up a Broncos fan, so just seeing the my Broncos finally beating uh, their rival in the conference in the AFC West, beating the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, it was just lots of happiness, lots of celebrations from Lakers, from Broncos country, and it was just that moment that finally we beat the streak because since 2015, uh, the Chiefs always beat the Denver Broncos since then. So, but finally they broke the streak, and now the Lakers are following suit. So two of my top favorite teams in sports are being their respected rivals, and that's what they did tonight against the LA Clippers tonight. So it was just great. They finally did it. They beat the streak. It was just such a curse from the Lakers. Every time they face the LA Clippers, they always take advantage of them, which just sucks. I really hated seeing that. So, because I know what great of a team the Lakers are, especially having LeBron and Anthony Davis on the court. I mean, it just shows you that those two guys already won a championship together. With Kawhi and Paul George not doing it themselves, it just tells you who's the better team. And it's obviously the Lakers, and it's always going to be the Lakers. I mean, like the LA Clippers can try all they want, trying to uh, turn the city of LA to their side, but it's obviously not going to happen anytime soon, or never will be. That's why we are hoping that obviously they're going to build their own arena. So hopefully they stay away from crypto.com arena and just leave it to Los Angeles Lakers, where I'll probably Shaq built, and obviously with LeBron and Anthony Davis leading the helm for crypto.com arena. It's just what did the Clippers accomplish in crypto.com arena? Nothing. They didn't. So let them build their own legacy with a whole different stadium. So just, leave that stadium to the Lakers, because they obviously you know made a lot of history in that arena, and banners, and just great accomplishments to that's my hope at this moment. So uh, uh, hold on, I think something is froze up. All right, guys. Yeah, for some reason I was having some technical difficulties, so I think I am going to end this live stream so nothing else happens. Um, so thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, please give me your thoughts about the Lakers and their win tonight against the LA Clippers tonight, breaking the streak versus the Clippers tonight in crypto.com arena. And now the Lakers will potentially now have 2 days off, and they'll be facing, I believe, Saturday against the uh, Orlando Magic. And that's a matchup that I hope the Lakers will get, beating them a couple of days ago. And uh, it's just hopefully Lakers will get a win there for sure. Um, so yeah, guys, I really appreciate for you guys joining me. Like, subscribe to the channel, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZLN. And please hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Once again, thank you all for joining me on this live stream. Thank you, Rabbit, for your comments. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there. watching